After taking the fork off, that's obviously too tight. We had to put it in the triple clamp to break it loose.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just going to unthread it all the way until you feel it spin like that. Have your oil pan ready. Slide it up. This thing will dribble all afternoon, so then slide this back in. Slide that back in and start a few threads. Just a few. You don't have to go crazy. Make sure it's threaded on there, at least a turn. It is. All right, now you got to take your daphne rod nut loose. Put you something on the floor. This thing can be easier to break loose in a vise first. (21mm) on the 17 450s, 19mm on the older bikes. These things good grief, shouldn't actually be that tight. All right, once you got that free, the fun part, zoom in on that, Matt, can you see it? I'm going to just push this down. You got to get this nut broke loose. They make a really fancy cool tool to hold these. They look like this, but we don't have one big enough for this bike.
Yeah.
So we get to do this the fun way. Generally speaking, that's how you would do it. The tool would hold it like that for you.
Yeah.
I have one for all the other bikes, but the 17 Honda's, the rod is bigger. All right, push it down. Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, there you go.
They look alright.
You got to fish this little rod out of here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not, that little flat edge on that. Focus.
Come on, camera. There it is.
That little flat edge.
Yep.
There's a little rod down in here, and you can sometimes kind of like that. All I did was lean that thing over and kind of jam it in there. The rod's got the little... Alright, so now you can come back up top. Plant this back in your vise. There you go. This usually likes to come out all in one piece. Lay that over to the side. Away. Now, get your dust seal out. Flathead screwdriver. If you don't know how to pull a dust seal out, I'm sorry. You should. I'm just gonna get it started with a little one. Dust seal. Now, your fork seal has a little snap ring. A little right angle pick is the best thing that ever was made for this. You just kind of finagle it in there. There it is right there. There you go. All right, now slide hammer. That's the torque seal, backup ring, bushing, bushing. All right. Damper disassembly. Clamp that gently in there.
That one was pretty much hand tight.
Yeah, pretty much. I hadn't pre-loosened that, if that's what you're asking. Yeah. All right, get that to come up. There's your valves. And then dump that oil. Pop your rod a few times because it'll sort of.
That was 250 cc's.
Yeah. I think the book actually calls for 248, but we're doing 250 because it'll kind of bleed itself out. A little over won't hurt it. Bleed the air out of your. Cycle your rod a couple times. Now, if you leave that rod up, it'll help you a whole lot.
Will that just keep that from going too far down in there?
No, you can't get it down in there. You can't push it through that oil.
Gotcha.
So go ahead and get it down in there. You're going to get bleed off like that. While it's making room for itself. Oop, sorry. And then suck the rod down.
So that's just to keep from getting air in it?
Until the thread's hit, just like that. Quick dry electric cleaner, no residue. Stuff flashes off really quick. Doesn't leave anything behind, like carburetor cleaner or anything like that. Alright, pop your bushings off, that's easy. Find a groove. Fingernails. Make sure you put this seal on the right way. Little spring goes
Facing up.
Yep. That's the back side. Alright. Masking tape. So, take a little masking tape. The little groove where the bushing goes there, that will cut your oil seal. So wrap a round or so of masking tape on that sucker. As smooth as possible. Take a little assembly grease. There we go. Just help it slide. Oil seal goes that way.
Just taking some of the lube and put on the inside of that just to help.
Any little advantage you can get, really. Once you get it started, just slide right over that masking tape. Just like that. If you don't put something over that little bushing, you can see a bushing recess, it will cut your fresh seal. And the brand new oil change will be wasted.
Yeah. How often are you supposed to redo the oil?
30 hours.
30 hours.
This bike went a little over, and you can smell it.
Yeah.
You can smell the burnt oil. Backup ring. First little skinny bushing, which
Difference in color.
new my right hand, yeah.
Yeah.
First little bushing. Better bushing goes next.
And so stock, the lower fork oil is at what, 350?
350. And we're going 370. Try to get a little more middle hold up, middle and top hold up. Is that new bushing? Then the fun part.
Here comes the beating.
Yep, you get to beat something. There's that old bushing.
That one doesn't look like it gets
No,
too
it
much
didn't get
abuse.
quite as much. So this bushing goes on that inner seat in there, which can be kind of a bitch to get going.
And that'll just seat itself once you start
Yeah.
beating that seal in.
If you can get it to push up in there a little bit to give you a good start on it, that's a great idea. But it will find its way home. Backup ring that goes between the seal and the bushing. Oil seal. 49mm oil seal driver.
It's pretty much impossible to do this without that though, right?
Well, I mean, it's not impossible, but I don't feel comfortable doing it without it. Because I think a lot of people do it without it and then they end up their seals weak. I'm believe you can tap this thing with a hammer, but I've always just kind of slide hammered that sucker in there. And usually when it's seated, it's about lined up with the top of the tusk.
Yeah. You can usually feel it seat itself.
Yeah, it gets hard. You run a pick around there and feel your little snap ring groove, you know you're good. Snap ring.
That one's usually pretty easy to get in there.
There you go, you'll hear it click. Nice, easy to hear click. Just like that. Just turn that thing one time, just make sure you got it all the way in there. Dust seal. Push that in with your fingers usually. Just like that. There you go, lower fork tube. All the dog hair off of it. Okay. Fork spring, right? That's easy, duh. Backup ring. Dog hair off it. All right. Just like before, start a couple turns on that thing. All right, now we go back to the two-man job here. Slide your, don't forget that.
That just sits right in there.
Yep, it'll drop in there. You kind of, sometimes you have to turn it. And it'll drop in, you'll feel it drop in. And then you got to start these threads back. If I can do it one-handed or not. So one of those little holding tools would be nice.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Okay.
Two-man job.
Yep.
Older.
Don't take much. All right, just like that. Okay. Now you start your threads on your top. There you go. Now you have to put that in the vise to actually tighten it. Click. All right, now you take your cap top back loose again. Top of your fork back loose. All right, slide it down. Easy enough. Measure out. 350 was stock. We're gonna go with 370. These are on Amazon for like $6.
Just a little beaker.
Yep. And then it's just poured in. It does help to slide this fork tube all the way down where you got some room to pour.
Yeah.
When you're pouring it in, it seems like a lot of oil. It's really not.
Yeah, I have seen people make the mistake of
Filling it all the way to the top?
Yeah, just fill it all the way to the top, and then you got.
That's a good way to go up on your spring rate.
Yeah.
You might as well stick a piece of steel in there. And then just tighten it back down. Which we might do in the triple clamp just because it's easier.
Yeah.
Alright. Then you got to reset your clickers and you'll be set. But that's all there is to it. Done.